entering your rise. You have been set apart, not overlooked. You have been refined, not rejected. You have been strengthened, not abandoned. And now God is revealing the truth. Your life is entering a new season, a higher path, a deeper purpose. If your spirit recognizes this truth, if this message from God reaches into the deepest part of you, comment 777 as a sign of alignment and awakening. Because what comes next will show you exactly why you were chosen, why your path was different, and why God is preparing your rise in a way no one, especially your family, saw coming. And if this touched your soul, comment 111, because you know it, you were called. 1. God's message to the chosen one. To understand what it means to be a chosen one, you must first understand why your life has never looked like the lives of the people around you. From the beginning, something in you has been different, quietly, powerfully, undeniably different. And even before you could put words to it, God had already placed his mark on your spirit. Being a chosen one is not about perfection, status, or appearance. It is about divine assignment. It is about carrying a spiritual identity that was designed long before you took your first breath. You were created with a purpose that would one day demand separation from everything that tried to shrink your light. That is why nothing in your life has ever been random. Every shift, every loss, every rejection, every moment of loneliness has been shaping you for your divine calling. A chosen one experiences a spiritual awakening long before they truly understand it. You may have noticed moments where you sensed truth before anyone else did, where you felt danger before it arrived, where you recognized energy beyond words, where your intuition knew what your mind could not explain. These moments were not coincidences. They were glimpses of the divine purpose living inside you. God has always been speaking to you, guiding you, pulling you, even in the seasons when you felt forgotten. And because of this spiritual sensitivity, you have lived through experiences that others around you could not understand. One of the first signs of a chosen one is separation. There were parts of your life where God removed you from people you loved, from environments you thought you needed, from relationships you tried to hold on to. At the time, it felt painful and confusing, but separation is not a punishment. It is protection. God separates his chosen ones because he cannot allow their spirit to be contaminated by energies that would limit their rise. He cannot allow their purpose to be suffocated by people who were never meant to understand their calling. You were pulled away because you were being prepared. Another sign is rejection. You may have been the one overlooked, underestimated, dismissed, or misunderstood even by your own family. You may have felt like the outsider, the quiet one, the one who never fit the mold. But rejection in the life of a chosen one is a divine redirection. When people reject you, they are unknowingly pushing you toward where God needs you to be. They are positioning you for environments that match your destiny. They are freeing you from expectations that would have delayed your spiritual awakening. The moments that broke your heart were actually the moments that broke your limitations. Misunderstanding follows the chosen one everywhere. People say you are too sensitive, too intuitive, too intense, too different, too quiet, too focused. They fail to understand that you are not built like them. You carry spiritual depth. You feel on spiritual frequencies. You see what others ignore. You sense what others deny. You have always lived with a heightened awareness because God designed you to move with divine wisdom, not human approval. Your sensitivity is not weakness. It is a spiritual key that allows God to communicate with you in ways he cannot communicate with everyone. Then there is isolation, not loneliness, spiritual isolation. The periods where God pulls you into silence, the moments where nothing seems to move, the seasons where doors stay shut, people fall away, and life feels paused. These are not wasted seasons. These are the making of a chosen one. God hides his warriors before he reveals them. He hides his vessels before he uses them. He hides his anointed ones until the appointed time. In isolation, he strengthens your spirit, sharpens your discernment, heals your wounds, and prepares your rise. When God is about to elevate someone, he first teaches them how to stand alone. Every struggle you have walked through has been divine preparation. Not one moment was pointless. Every tear watered your spiritual growth. Every disappointment carved out wisdom. Every loss forced you deeper into purpose. Every unanswered prayer strengthened your faith. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. And because of this preparation, your rise will be unlike anything your family or anyone around you has ever witnessed. They will be surprised, not because you were incapable, but because they never saw your spiritual identity. They saw your humanity, but they never recognized your calling. They saw your beginnings, but they did not see your becoming. And God did this intentionally. He hid your divine favor until the time was right to reveal it. The chosen one is never meant to blend in. You were never meant to fit comfortably into the same environments that restricted your growth. You were never meant to limit yourself to the expectations of those who did not understand the depth of your soul. You were meant to rise, to break patterns, to shift atmospheres, to awaken truth in others, and to carry a level of purpose that demands transformation. God's message to you is simple. You were called to stand out. You were called to break through. You were called to bring light into places that have been dark for generations. Your spiritual awakening is not a coincidence. It is a divine timeline unfolding exactly as it was meant to. The fact that you feel different, the fact that you sense something rising within you, the fact that you are drawn to messages like this, is proof that you are in the middle of your spiritual elevation. You are stepping into your divine calling. You are walking into the version of yourself that God has been shaping you into quietly, patiently, powerfully. Your life is shifting now, not someday, not eventually now. You are transitioning from hidden preparation to visible purpose. And hear this clearly, this is a message from God. You are not imagining this. You are not making this up. You were called. The war you have faced is real. The battles in your mind, the spiritual heaviness, the sudden breakthroughs, the inner strength, they are all signs of who you truly are. Your light is necessary. Your rise is ordained. Your purpose is unfolding. Your identity as a chosen one is awakening in full force. And if this touched your soul, comment 111, because you know it, you were called. 2. Your rise will shock your entire family. Chosen one, God's message for you today is clear. Your rise is coming, and it will shock your entire family. Not in arrogance, not to provoke envy, not to assert superiority, but because the divine favor upon your life is breaking barriers that no one around you ever thought possible. You have been prepared, refined, and hidden, and now the moment has arrived for your elevation to be revealed. Your rise is not fueled by human approval or recognition. It is fueled by purpose, obedience, and alignment with God's divine calling. Every step you take, every choice you make, is orchestrated by a higher power that sees your worth even when those closest to you could not. For too long, families overlook the chosen one. You have lived among people who know you intimately, yet could not comprehend the depth of your spiritual identity. Familiarity can blind the eye. The closer they are, the less likely they are to see the seeds of greatness within you. Your family may have questioned your direction, doubted your purpose, or dismissed your gifts. They saw your beginnings, but not your becoming. They measured your potential by what they could understand, not by what God saw. And God says today that does not matter. Your rise is not dependent on their vision. It is dependent on divine alignment, on the sacred plan woven into your soul before the foundations of this world. Remember the stone the builders rejected. You have lived this reality in different ways. You were underestimated, overlooked, or even pushed aside, while others were chosen for opportunities that you rightfully deserved. Yet God has always used the least likely to display His glory. The quiet one, the misunderstood one, the underestimated one. This is the chosen one. This is you. The world may not have seen it, your family may not have recognized it, but God has. And now, the same stone that was rejected is about to become the cornerstone of destiny, carrying influence, power, and divine favor beyond what anyone could have imagined. Your rise is more than personal success. It is generational healing. Every breakthrough you experience, every favor that touches your life, is breaking cycles that have haunted your family line. Spiritual restoration is taking place because God chose you to be the vessel through which transformation flows. You will lift not only yourself, but also heal patterns of limitation, scarcity, and doubt that have been handed down. Your life is becoming a testimony that will awaken others, inspire those who thought they were bound, and shift the spiritual landscape of your household. Do not mistake this rise for ego. Your elevation is not about proving anyone wrong. It is about walking in alignment with your divine calling. Your rise is inevitable because it is God-ordained. When God lifts a chosen one, no power on earth can stop the movement of that life. Divine favor will follow you. Doors that were locked for years will open effortlessly. Opportunities will manifest in ways that defy human logic. Spiritual awakening within you will continue to expand, aligning your inner reality with your outer life. What has been hidden is coming into the light, and those who doubted will watch as God's hand is revealed through your transformation. Your inner transformation precedes your outer elevation. The strength, patience, faith, and spiritual wisdom you have cultivated in silence will now be evident to all. Your family will witness the confidence that comes from divine clarity, the peace that comes from spiritual alignment, and the power that comes from walking fully in God's favor. They may not have seen your preparation, your tears, your quiet victories, but God has seen every detail. And when your life begins to manifest His glory, the same people who questioned you will be the first to recognize the miracle they once overlooked. God says your rise will shock your entire family. This is a prophetic declaration, a divine confirmation, and a spiritual promise. Your elevation is a signal that God's plans cannot be stopped, that His favor will not be delayed, and that the destiny He designed for you is unstoppable. This is the awakening of your identity as a chosen one, a spiritual being marked for purpose, destined for impact, and equipped to fulfill what many could not even imagine. As you prepare for this rise, hold fast to your faith. The battles you have faced, the isolation you endured, the rejection you survived, all of it has led to this moment. Your light is necessary. Your spiritual awakening is not a coincidence. You were called. The war around you is real, but you are more powerful than the forces that oppose you. Your family, your community, and even generations to come will witness the manifestation of God's favor in your life. This is a message from God. You are not imagining it. You are not mistaken. You were chosen. Your rise is your destiny. And the world, starting with your family, will see what divine favor can accomplish. The time of hidden preparation is over. The season of elevation has begun. Anticipate, believe, and embrace it with open arms. If this touched your soul, comment 111, because you know it, you were called. Trey, walking into your divine calling. Chosen one, now that your rise is unfolding, God's message is calling you to walk with intentionality, clarity, and spiritual maturity. This is the time to embrace your divine identity fully, while grounding yourself in humility. Being a chosen one does not mean claiming superiority over others. It means understanding the weight of your calling and the responsibility it carries. Your rise is not for self-glorification. It is for purpose, for impact, for the fulfillment of the destiny God designed long before you were born. Walk boldly, but walk humbly, knowing that every step you take reflects not only your power, but also your obedience to the divine. Spiritual discipline must now become the foundation of your life. Prayer is not simply a ritual, it is your lifeline, the bridge between your human heart and God's infinite wisdom. Daily alignment with your spiritual practice ensures that your actions reflect your calling, not the fleeting desires of the world around you. Meditation, reflection, and moments of silence are your tools for discernment. When God speaks, your spirit must recognize the tone, the guidance, and the subtle shifts that indicate divine direction. Every decision, every move, every choice must be filtered through this alignment so that your rise does not deviate from the purpose written on your soul. As you step into your rise, you may encounter emotional challenges. Fear of success can creep into your spirit, making you question whether you are ready to carry the favor that God has placed upon your life. Guilt may arise for outgrowing people or situations that once defined you. Pressure from family expectations can feel overwhelming, especially when they do not understand the height of your calling. Know this, these feelings are natural, but they do not define your path. You were chosen for a reason. You were called to stand firm, to rise above limitations, and to step courageously into your destiny. Trust that God equips His chosen ones for every challenge they face. Jealousy, misunderstanding, and spiritual resistance from others may also appear. People may speak against you, envy your progress, or attempt to diminish your light. The chosen one does not respond in anger or defensiveness, but in discernment and grace. Protect your energy. Recognize that negativity is a reflection of fear in others, not a measure of your worth. Spiritual warfare is real, but your alignment with God's message acts as a shield. Stay rooted in your purpose, remain obedient to your calling, and allow divine favor to be your defense. The rise of a chosen one is meant to inspire, not intimidate. Your influence is a reflection of God's power, not human approval. Maintaining alignment with God's message is paramount. There will be times when distractions, temptations, or doubts seek to pull you off your path. The world will offer shortcuts, empty recognition, and fleeting validation. Resist these detours. Protect your focus. Honor the sacredness of your purpose by refusing to dilute your energy on matters that do not elevate your calling. Divine calling requires intentionality. It requires consistency. It requires unwavering faith. Guard your time, your attention, and your spirit. Let everything you do honor the destiny God has entrusted to you. Practical manifestations of divine favor will become evident as you walk in obedience. Opportunities will align, resources will appear, doors will open, and relationships will flow in harmony with your purpose. Your life will begin to reflect the spiritual awakening that has been growing within you. These blessings are not mere coincidence. They are the natural fruit of alignment with God's plan. They are confirmation that your rise is authentic, ordained, and unstoppable. Witness them with gratitude, humility, and the awareness that each moment is a step deeper into your destiny. Remember that your rise is meant to inspire, it is meant to illuminate the path for others, to awaken faith in those who doubt, and to demonstrate the reality of God's favor. You are a beacon. You are a vessel. Your light carries influence far beyond what you can measure. But to honor this, you must remain mature, patient, and stable. Emotional maturity allows you to respond rather than react. Patience teaches you to trust the timing of God rather than rush your ascent. Inner stability ensures that no external circumstance can derail your spiritual awakening. As you walk into your divine calling, understand that every step is significant. Every action, every prayer, every choice shapes the narrative of your life and influences those around you. You are entering a new dimension where your spiritual awareness aligns seamlessly with tangible outcomes. The elevation you experience will be profound, transforming not only your reality, but the reality of those connected to your journey. You are becoming a living testament to the power of divine calling. Chosen one, this is a message from God. You are not imagining it. You are not mistaken. You were called. The war you have endured is real, but your light is necessary, and your rise is inevitable. Do not fear the responsibilities of your destiny. Embrace them with courage and faith. God has prepared you for this moment. He has equipped you with spiritual tools, wisdom, and favor to walk confidently into every new opportunity. The time has come to step fully into the life that has been waiting for you. If this touched your soul, comment 111 because you know it, you were called. Conclusion: your divine rise begins now. Chosen one, hear this with the fullness of your spirit. You are divinely appointed. You are the chosen one, selected, marked, and equipped for a higher purpose that only you can fulfill. Every season of waiting, every challenge, every moment of uncertainty has been orchestrated by God to prepare you for this exact moment. The season of delay is over. The season of elevation has arrived. What was once hidden in silence, what was once unseen in the shadows, is now stepping into the light of divine revelation. Your rise is unstoppable, and it will not only surprise your family, it will awaken, heal, and elevate generations. God's message to you today is clear. Your spiritual awakening has matured into a tangible force. Your gifts, your vision, your faith, and your obedience have aligned perfectly with divine timing. Those who could not comprehend your potential will witness the fulfillment of your destiny, and they will see the power of God reflected through your life. They will recognize the depth of your purpose, the strength of your preparation, and the certainty of your rise. The elevation that comes to you is not simply for personal gain. It is a signal, a testimony, and a living proof that God moves on behalf of those He calls. Do not doubt your identity. You are chosen, favored, protected, and spiritually awakened. You have been prepared in silence, refined through trials, and strengthened by the unseen battles that have shaped your soul. The divine favor surrounding you cannot be diminished by misunderstanding, envy, or disbelief from others. The rise you are entering is meant to inspire, not intimidate. It is meant to illuminate paths for those who feel lost, to bring hope to hearts that have forgotten faith, and to demonstrate the power of walking in obedience to God's calling. This is the moment to embrace your destiny with courage and authority. Let go of fear, hesitation, or doubt. Allow the spiritual fire within you to burn brightly, illuminating every area of your life. Your inner strength, cultivated over years of preparation, is now your guiding light. Walk forward with unwavering faith, knowing that God has positioned you exactly where you need to be. The battles you have fought were never in vain. Every tear, every sacrifice, and every prayer has paved the way for this divine rise. The rise you are experiencing is a declaration of God's glory. It is a prophetic fulfillment of the promise written into your life before the foundations of the world. Your family, your community, and even generations to come will witness the manifestation of this calling. The chosen one is not just elevated for themselves, they are elevated to carry the light, to fulfill a purpose, and to create a ripple effect that transforms all connected to them. Hear this as a blessing from heaven. You are anointed, guided, and protected. Your spiritual awakening has reached a new dimension. Your life is aligned with divine favor, and the power of your destiny is now visible. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will now bow to the authority God has placed within you. Your rise is unstoppable, and your impact is inevitable. If this message speaks directly to your spirit, comment 777 to claim it. Let the world know that you recognize your calling, that you embrace your identity, and that you are ready to step fully into your divine rise. Remember, this is a message from God. You are not imagining it. You were called. The war is real, your light is necessary, and your rise is now. Go forth with spiritual fire, unwavering faith, and the certainty that your life has entered a new season. The chosen one walks boldly, shines brightly, and fulfills the divine purpose written upon their soul. Your journey continues, but your elevation has begun. This is your moment. This is your rise. Embrace it, and let your light transform everything it touches. If this touched your soul, comment 111, because you know it, you were called.